If you're still doubting and asking, am I the narcissist? Am I the crazy one? Did I make that all up? Am I the one who caused all the problems? This episode may be for you because today I am going to clear your doubts once and for all. Hi, I am Danesh, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. In today's episode, we are going to talk about 5 signs you do not have evil energy like that narcissist. Sign number 5 is the most interesting one, so stay until the very end. Number 1, children can naturally relax around you. You know, narcissists are demonic by nature, so they haunt little children who can feel their energy. When you hold a crying child, it ultimately feels soothed and falls asleep. Why? Because you co-regulate with them, which a narcissist can never do, never, ever, even in their dreams. They are massively dysregulated. And when they see a child, they have to put up a show. They have to put on a mask to become that Disneyland dad, Disneyland mom who can hold their attention for a while. They can't hold any space for their emotions. They can't let them individuate. They can't let them develop their own ego. They have to control them through infantilization and parentification. They have to keep them small. Yeah, in the beginning, it can be a candy show. They can be a Disneyland dad or Disneyland mom or a Disneyland person. But eventually, the child sees through that mask and is disgusted by their reality. On the other hand, they can do whatever they want with you, and they know you're not fake with them. They can be angry, they can be sad, they can be happy, they can be anything, and they know they will be accepted. That is what makes you different than that narcissist. Number 2, a lot of narcissistic and toxic people get attracted to you. I'm not saying you attract them. They get attracted to you because you have to offer what they need for their survival. I'm talking about your goodness. I'm talking about your empathy. I'm talking about your compassion. I'm talking about your kindness. I'm talking about everything that you are as a human being, which they take for granted, or should I say they want you to take for granted, so that they can openly take advantage of you. They are in every part of your life. They are in your family, they are at your workplace, they are in your friend circles, and that makes you wonder, what's wrong with me? Why am I attracting so many narcissists? Nothing is wrong with you. They're coming after you. They want what is in you, and that is the biggest reason why you need to have energetic boundaries. Number 3, you feel fatigued most of the time, and that fatigue is not just chronic fatigue, because it doesn't get better with sleep or rest. You feel tired all the time. Why? Because you are a hypersensitive person. You read too much. You tune in into people's energy. You observe people's microfacial expressions. You read their body language, not like a predator, but this is your superpower. You can meet a person and within a minute or two already be able to tell what's going on in their life. Are they happy? Are they depressed? Do they need help? You have energetic empathy. Remember that. And that comes at a cost. It's not easy to carry this burden. On the other hand, that narcissist rarely feels fatigued. Why? Because they are filling their containers with your energy. They may not sleep at all, or may sleep only for a few hours and may not have any problems. Number 4, narcissistic people and other personality types hate you a lot. Why? Because they know you're capable of leaving a massive impact on humanity, and you can make this world a better place to live in. They don't want you to do that. See, you need to understand there is dark side to humanity as well. That's why there is something called dark tetrad. There are people who would not want you to do what you're doing. You have a purpose in life, and that calling, that desire to do something more than what most people do is what you need to seek more. And these narcissists, I will call them what they are devil's agents. They would not want you to move forward in your life. Of course, they are going to put obstacles in there. Of course, they are going to cause you problems. So you'll be hated by them a lot. You'll have a lot of haters. Now, there is nuance to this. I would like you to understand it differently, because one can fall into the trap of thinking I'm special, which is narcissistic essentially. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you are special in a narcissistic or in an egoistic way. What I'm saying is you are like everybody else, but you have recognized your purpose, and your purpose can change thousands, so many lives. That narcissist doesn't want any of that to happen, so they are trying to stop you. Sign number 5 and the last one. As promised, this sums it up all. You attract a lot of animals. I'm talking about birds, cats, dogs, rabbits, you name it, you can attract it. They come to you in flocks, and you don't understand why. Why is it happening? Am I weird? Am I crazy? No, you're not. These sentient beings can read your spirit and smell your soul. They know there isn't malice in you. Yes, we all have yin and yang, dark and light, but what we choose is what defines us. And you know, in case of a narcissist, it's their evil nature that defines them. In your case, you did not let that darkness take over, and these animals know that. That's why they sit around you. You know, you may be a total stranger to them, and squirrels will come to you, feed on your hand. You may be a total stranger in a park, and squirrels will just start climbing all over your body, eat on your hand. That is who you are. You gotta embrace that. That is not everybody. At this point, you might ask, well, what about those narcissists who are really good pet parents? Are they? Because when in front of you, they can act all nice. Oh yeah, they might shower their love on these poor beings, but who knows what happens behind your back. Let me tell you what happens. There is a lot of abandonment, there is a lot of neglect, and these poor beings are subjected to cognitive dissonance because their master, their owner, in the terms of a narcissist, loves them quite sporadically. Most of the time, he or she is horrible, totally abandons them, and only gives attention when it receives tons in return. Also, when in public, they have to put on a show. So that's when the animal receives affection and is excited. That is what you see, which makes you think, oh, they're great. They're not. So that was number 5. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. And I hope I was able to help you understand why you are not a narcissist in a very different way. If any of what I shared with you resonated, please let me know in the comments and share it with others. I'll talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.